Today we're going to talk about being humble. This is a very talked about thing in spiritual communities. Um like, oh, you should be humble and you should, you know, I don't know. People just talk about always being humble. But I've looked at it with a new perspective now because it's like, yes, being humble in a way that you don't see yourself as better than anybody, or you don't put other people down to lift yourself up. You don't, that type of humble, which is like you don't see yourself above anybody. But I feel like this new type of humble that people got going on, I don't relate to it and I don't like it because a lot of the things that people call humble is really like you just putting yourself down. There ain't nothing wrong with lifting yourself up. There's nothing wrong with you publicly loving yourself and lifting yourself up. And it's like, if anybody thinks of themselves too highly nowadays, you're cocky, you're arrogant, you're this, you're that. I'm not putting anybody down by lifting myself up. So I feel like humble today is really people just telling you to, not shine your light. Because that's the thing, a lot of people today, they don't want you to shine your light. So that's why they call people who have like high self-esteems and love themselves, oh, you're too arrogant, you're this, you're cocky. But really it's because that person is shining their light and you don't like it because you don't know how to shine your fucking light. So you want to dim their light so they can join you in the shadows. And that's the fucking truth. That's why a lot of people want to bring other people down. Oh, be humble, be this. No, nigga, I'm going to shine my fucking light. Fuck you. Like, fuck being humble, because it's just like, at the end of the day, who's going to lift me up? At the end of the day, if I sit there and be humble, everybody's going to walk all over me. I need to show something for myself. I need to love myself. I need to uplift myself every single day. So don't listen when people be like, oh, be humble, be this. Obviously, we know what humble means. Like, you're not putting anybody else down. You see yourself as equal to everybody. That's what being humble is. But I'm not going to be humble to the point where I'm degrading myself just to fit in with these new age thing where like people put themselves down. I've especially seen this like on social media. Like, people just will make horrible jokes about themselves and it'll go viral and shit. Like, that's not fucking funny. Like, and a lot of people love when you put yourself down, but when you think highly of yourself, it's like they find it intimidating. Like, oh shit, you really think highly of yourself and it's not a fucking joke. So I just feel like, yes, being humble is good, but at the same time, don't be too fucking humble, because that's how people walk all over you. That's how people treat you like shit. If you have literally absolutely no self-respect and you're just like, oh, I gotta be humble. No, nigga, like, one thing is being humble and one thing is degrading yourself just to make other people comfortable. If you got a light and you shine that shit and you shine bright like a fucking diamond, let that shit shine. Stop hiding your light just because other people are insecure around you. You're not responsible for other people's insecurities. Period. And with that, I end this video. And also to remember that everybody has their own light. So it's not about competition, like, oh, like, I'm better than her. No, like, everybody has their own unique light. Okay? And that's what I'm saying. You don't have to be humble. You don't have to fit to society rules. Just be yourself.